Let's come though to a state or a union territory which a number of people are interested in. The battleground state of Delhi. So much has happened in Delhi over the last few months. Arvind Kejriwal, Chief Minister, will be going back to jail tomorrow. How is he going to see these numbers now? As per our poll, India Alliance 44%, NDA 54%, 10% gap between India and the NDA, and others are 2%. So in Delhi, a solid 10% gap. Not as much as it was, remember, in 2019, but then the Congress-AAP were contesting separately. How is this translating into seats? 6 to 7, a near clean sweep, if not a clean sweep, for the NDA in Delhi. They had a clean sweep in 2014, clean sweep in 2019, and if Pradeep Gupta's numbers are right, and we still hope that Pradeep Gupta is bang on, he is predicting a clean sweep in Delhi. So this is not so good news for the Aam Aadmi Party alliance with the Congress, as these numbers are showing 0 to 1 in Delhi and a solid 10% vote share difference. Pradeep, 7 out of 7. Why are you always giving this 0 to 1, whether it's a Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh? You want to play safe or what is it?
No, what's that one seat जो फंसी हुई है?
फंसी सीट इज चांदनी चौक एंड न्यू दिल्ली, क्योंकि दोनों जगह पे मुश्किल होता है सर्वे करना. न्यू दिल्ली ऑल्सो, बट चांदनी चौक थोड़ी सी ज्यादा क्लोज कॉन्टेस्ट है देन न्यू दिल्ली.
So
Otherwise, all 5 seats are safe.
Chandni Chowk, of course, is a seat with a large minority population,
yes.
A large trader population.
Yes.
It has in JP Agarwal of the Congress, a strong candidate that the Congress has. Preeti, you follow Delhi very closely. Are you surprised when you see that in a Chandni Chowk is possibly the only constituency where this alliance has a chance? What's happened to the AAP and Congress on the ground?
But, Rajdeep, it's actually a misnomer that Chandni Chowk is a minority-dominated seat.
I didn't say minority, I said large numbers.
It's actually a Hindu-dominated seat. But, I would think the Aam Aadmi Party would be watching these numbers very closely. Because if you remember, the entire campaign has been jail ka jawab, vote se. So is this going to be now a referendum on sympathy? Did Arvind Kejriwal get the sympathy? Because they have actually gone to the voters on the plank of jail ka jawab, vote se. Ab vote to as per our survey nahi mil raha hai, because it's only 0 to 1. So what happens with Arvind Kejriwal here? What would also be interesting is how it reflects in a state of Punjab where Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. This is his toughest hour. If these numbers translate, that it does mean that Arvind Kejriwal hasn't been able to garner that kind of sympathy that he would have hoped to.
So far, Rashid Kidwai, it's bad news for the Congress virtually in every part of the country. They can only clutch onto straws in Bihar, in Rajasthan. But look at this, you tie up with the Aam Aadmi Party, which was your adversary for all these years. It's not working in a general election, certainly. What is the messaging that's going on?
For the opposition, that Kejriwal and Rahul Gandhi can come together and yet they come out short. If you look at the community-wise breakup, virtually in all communities, the BJP enjoys a hefty lead over the India Alliance. Now, amongst the Muslims, massive consolidation quite naturally. Amongst the Dalits, you've got the India Alliance head. But look at the more dominant communities, like the OBCs and the general caste and the others. You've got the BJP with a very big lead. It just kind of makes the opposition feel, oh my God, what do we do? Rahul Gandhi and Kejriwal can get together and yet get hammered at the
Rashid, why don't you reflect on the Congress? Because the Congress seems to have, as Preeti said, AAP has to reflect, but so does the Congress.
I just want to come in with one quick thing before Rashid comes in. The fact is, what has happened, or actually what didn't happen on ground, has been vote transfer, which both parties realize. The vote hasn't transferred from the Aam Aadmi Party to the Congress or vice versa, and you can see that on ground because they need to fight a state election later. They can't seem to be supporting the candidate on ground.
Rashid.
During the break, I had a conversation with the Congress leader, and they were saying that, look, there are just too many, close seats, and they all seem to be going in favor of BJP. They think it will not, result in that. For instance, in Delhi, they think there are 4 seats where Congress and Aam Aadmi Party, Mahbub Mishra seat included, are in very close, contest. So, law of averages would apply. They say that perhaps this survey is not reflecting law of averages.
Rahul Verma, you wanted to enter?
I think there are 2 points. One, in Delhi, BJP, every seat, the margin was more than 2.5 lakh right? So that basically is a very, very large margin to swing. Second, I think BJP has changed candidates in 6 out of 7 constituency, trying to take away all kinds of anti-incumbency sentiments that might have developed against many of their MPs. And third, like I think Congress and AP in Lok Sabha elections, so even when AP was winning Vidhan Sabha election, Delhi is the classic example of split ticket voting. AP in Vidhan Sabha and BJP in Lok Sabha.
That's right, because, if you look at these numbers, actually the Aam Aadmi Party had even lower numbers in 2019 Lok Sabha. In the Vidhan Sabha is where they dominated. So you've got this split ticket taking place across the country, and you've got the Modi factor. We've also got the heat wave factor. Let's give you our hot seat, our cool hot seat from Delhi. Remember, all these 7 seats were looked at very closely. Delhi gets a disproportionate attention, some believe. But let's take a look at which are the seats in Delhi which were closely looked at in Pradeep's poll and what they're saying at the moment. This is our cool Hava one, Kanhaiya Kumar versus Manoj Tiwari in Northeast Delhi. As of now, we are predicting Manoj Tiwari ahead, am I right, Pradeep Gupta,
yes,
in this hot seat at the moment?
You are absolutely right. हवा नहीं, AC चल रहा है इस सीट के ऊपर मनोज तिवारी के फेवर में.
AC चल रहा है.
You think he's
winning comfortably?
No, he is not close contest in this seat.
Yeah, not at all.
But that's really where it was unfair, because when we spoke to Kanhaiya Kumar, he said, I wish, if I'd got Begusarai, I'd spent some time there, had some kind of a network there. They didn't give me that seat. They've sent me here with so few days to be able to mount a campaign.
Perpetually considered as an outsider. The state unit only was not backing him. He was seen as a para-drop leader. And all this dhapli politics, it doesn't work on the ground. No? You need organizational might to be able to have people on the booth.